off of the 293. Oh, excuse me. Let's try that again here. We are out here off the 393 trail in Park County, Colorado. And I've just come down this hill from where the road is, kind of up at the top of the trees, where the pondos stick up on the horizon is where I came down from. See, from this angle looking up there, it looks a lot more full of trees, but I tried coming down this way because you had a lot of gaps in between the trees to freely walk. Some of the ways I've gone before just to, get to the rock structures and things out here have been quite full of trees. Some real, bushwhacking type. So these are some pancake rocks. Weird lines that way. Kind of sharp. So these are similar to the rock piles that are back, up the hill from here and in the kind of center of that flat spot that, you're circling around up here. Bring the stick in a little bit. This already looks like cool stuff. Oh, little guy. It's okay, buddy. Guess I'm kind of already at the height peak of the thing. But this is going to tell me what I wanted to know. So there's the creek. Just barely over the hill there. So I'm not too far from it from here. And I think that's kind of some of the difference. I'm gonna get a look from over there and say it shouldn't be that much shorter of a hike down. The day that I went, all the way down to creek, or almost to creek level, I just hiked that sort of ridge that was at the end of that little trail, and I think that trail kind of, just took you horizontally, along the river for a little bit until I bushwhacked downhill. So that might be some of the differences, that all the hiking I have done so far has gotten me a little bit closer down here. Okay, that's a notch, like a whole big old drainage notch. Okay, let's try to get ahead of myself, but I don't want to jump off any of this stuff. I gotta work tomorrow, so I can't hurt my ankles, Be real careful as far as that goes. As I trip on stuff back there. I don't know, maybe I'll stop after this, but I'm really trying to find a better way down if I can locate one. Okay, so as I was saying before to myself, coming down that hill, I wanted to stay out of that drainage line. But oh wow, look at that. Jeepers. Just as a bird just starts cawing. That's quite a cliff right there. I was like, so you could get down that. So, okay, I gotta decide what I want to do today. Real slim chance of storms. I'm not worried about that one behind me because it'll be going the other direction. So I could get myself in the drain and walk it, but I'm anticipating that will be full of junk. I think I'm just gonna go down the hill right here. Oh gosh, it's a cliff on this side too. I didn't really notice that getting on here. I don't know, that doesn't look super friendly going down that. It just looks better than what I'd been doing. Okay, here we go. Crunch. This isn't too bad. It's a really neat area as far as that goes. I love this slanted rock and all these little pods of it that are exposed coming down the hill. It's very unique geology. I haven't heard the bird call here in a little bit, but I think it's further up the hill over that way. Everywhere you gotta kind of deal with dead aspens over here. So I think some of these are dead pondos. This is kind of what I wanted to see from here. I could probably walk that drain. It is just full of trees though. I wonder if this repeating rock formation just keeps going down the hill. There's a little slip. Yeah, it kind of does. Well, it looks like down there you see the tall trees, like they meet up with the rocks, creating sort of a cliff there, but I think I'm kind of at well, I'm this far down, I might as well get a good look. This hasn't been too bad of a scramble either. Something like twice my feet kind of went, on a stick or the earth, but that's not bad for bushwhacking down a hill like this. Oh yeah, we can just go right to this, it's like a pad of sorts, but mostly I think those tall trees tell me I'll get a good view from right there, instead of this swamped in the jungle. Oh, that was more work that just showed up Friday. Well, I don't know what to make of this pathway. It was definitely easier, and if I wanted to get to the creek, I'm almost there. So, I guess if I weigh this option versus scrambling the way I came down the other day, I'd definitely come this way. Easier, less trees to deal with, and really overall, I think the area had less previous burn is what makes it easier to cross. This area, you know, was heavily burned, so there's all kinds of dead shit laying on the ground, and not a real healthy forest.